think. Okay. Hello, everyone out there. How are you? This is your girl, Dr. Vaughn. How's everyone doing out there? Pray that all is well with you. Had a little technical difficulties, but we are on. So, how's everyone doing? Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. This is your girl, Dr. Vaughn. We are so glad that you decided to join the Equal Excellence Awards talk show. How about that? We are so grateful for you on tonight. Listen, this is your girl. This is your girl. I need you to tag. I need you to share. I need you to let someone know that the Eagles Talk Show is live. And it's going to be lit on tonight. You don't want to miss it. Tag, share. Let someone know that we're on the Eagles Talk Show. Yes. As the audience is building up, we are so grateful for you, and you. I need you to tag, share. I need you to let someone know that the Eagles Talk Show is live. It is lit. Good. Just checking to make sure everything is good, that you can hear me good. Hi, Bev. How you doing? I need you to share. Let someone know that the Eagles Talk Show is on tonight. We have our first guest just waiting to come on. Come on, you all. I need you to tell someone the Eagles Talk Show is on. It's going to be lit tonight. Yes. So how's everyone doing? I pray all is well with you. As the numbers are climbing, Can you share this? You can't hear me? Can you hear me? David, how are you out there? Can you hear me out there in Facebook land? Tanya, how you doing out there? Can you hear me? Can you hear me, guys? Wonderful, wonderful. How you doing, Diana? We're building up the viewers. Come on. Tag, share, and let someone know that the Eagles Talk Show is going to be lit tonight. You guys don't want to miss it. You don't want to miss it. Tag, share, tell someone that the Eagles Talk Show is on. And if you share this, put in comments that I shared. Wonderful, wonderful, Bev. Thank you so much, sweetheart. The numbers are going up. They're going up. I want the numbers to go up for my first guest that's on waiting. Come on, you guys, share. Hi, Larice. How you doing, sweetheart? Can you share this? Let someone know that the Eagles Talk Show is going to be lit tonight. Thank you, David, for sharing. I am so grateful for tonight's show. We have an awesome man of God that is going to be with us, and we are excited to hear from him. He was one of the Eagle Excellence Awards honoree, and I am so proud of what is going on in his life. Oh my God, I'm so excited to talk to him. Yes, so we're building the numbers up. The numbers are going up. Thank you, Bev. Can hear? Okay, great. Thank you. I'm glad that you can hear. I am getting ready to share this as well, so I need you guys to share. The Eagle Excellence Awards team, where are you? Where are you? Thank you. A few more minutes, and we're going to talk to our first guest. I'm going on Facebook and I'm going to share this. Let the people know that we are on tonight. And we're expecting them to come on. Yeah, so we are excited about tonight. We're excited about the show on tonight. I'm sharing this again. The numbers are going up. Yes, they're going up. They're going up. Oh, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This is a new day. How about that? It's a new day, even in the pandemic. It is a new day. I am so excited about what is happening, even in the pandemic. You need to put down there. Okay, it looks like this broadcast was deleted on Facebook. Okay, I don't know what's going on. This is probably why people are not seeing it. Okay. I don't know what's going on. You're seeing it on Facebook? Okay, they're saying it's on Facebook. Okay, people are coming on. I don't know what happened here. But we're getting ready to bring on our first guest with us. Let me bring him on now. Hi there.
Hey, my friend, how are you?
I'm blessed. How are you, Reverend Hartley?
I'm doing very good. Very good.
Wonderful, wonderful. Listen, I need you to tag, share this with someone. We have none other than Dr. Reverend Richard Hartley on the Eagles Talk Show tonight. And I need you guys to tune in. I need you to tell somebody that we are still on. How you doing, Francine? David? Okay, great. Very good. Thank you for letting me know that we are still live. Wonderful, wonderful. So listen, I'm excited about him. This is one of our honorees. He was honored for the Eagle Excellence Awards 2019.
Yes.
I am so honored to have him. I need you guys to put some hearts up, to put something up. We are so honored and grateful to have him on the Eagles Talk Show with us on tonight. He is the senior pastor of Haven International Ministries, Rockaway Beach, New York. So listen, I need you to take a good look at him. Take a good look at him because you will see him on TV. That's right, I said on TV, if you have not seen him yet. Listen, Pastor, tell us something about you.
Well, I'm just a church boy. I grew up in the Church of God in Christ in New York, Queens, New York.
Yes.
And around 5 or 6, Dr. Vaughn, I was teaching all the choirs, all the adult choirs. I was teaching them the parts at 5 or 6. My mother quit the choir because I told her she was off key. It's true. And then, I was teaching all little choirs around 5, 6 years old and singing with my brother who was playing. And I stayed there for about 20 years in New York City, going from church to church and service to service. You know how we used to do,
Yes.
you know. And then around 25, I landed a role in Mama Wanna Sing.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. And I did that for 13 years,
13 years. Wow.
all over the world.
Mm-hmm.
And that was a blessing. And it was a pivotal change in my life because the church I grew up in, they put me out the church because I was singing on Broadway.
Oh my God.
So I got put out the church. I had been there for 25 years. The church was 25 years old. I was 25. So what that means, I was there the first week they opened, and I was in diapers. So I grew up here. But
Yes.
what the enemy meant for bad was one of the best things that happened to me.
Come on.
They didn't understand it. And so that show, Mama Wanna Sing, it took us to England and to Germany and to Greece, Yugoslavia, Turkey. We went everywhere. Then we landed in Japan 30 years ago, 1988,
Mm-hmm.
Tokyo, Japan. I've been to Japan about 150 times.
Wow.
About 100 yeah, really, way over 100 times. And I've trained choirs in Japan and Italy and Germany, France. And a friend of mine's, well, first of all, they say I'm over the top. That's what Wesley Wiley probably told you. You can't trust Wesley Wiley. He not saved. We don't think he knows Jesus. And they say I was eccentric because I, start throwing stuff and wilding out in rehearsal. A friend of mine thought this was incredible, so he filmed me at rehearsal. He
Mm-hmm.
sent that tape to somebody. They sent it to somebody. They sent it to an agent. Agent sent it to Hollywood, and we had 4 networks bidding on this show, and we end up on USA Network every Thursday night at 10:30 p.m.
Wow.
It's shown in 100 million households.
Wow.
Canada, Mexico, parts of England. And God did it because I didn't audition. I
Mm-hmm.
didn't send out a letter. I did none of that stuff. God just brought it to me while I was working like David was working.
Yes.
It's true.
Wonderful. Wonderful. That's amazing.
Yeah.
That is amazing. But I heard you talk about you did the play Mama Wanna Sing.
Mhm.
How did that happen? And what was that like?
Well, that happened in a strange, crazy way. Things happen to me in just crazy ways. It's just God. I was going on a date, not with the woman I'm married to now. So please don't get me in trouble. But I went on a date
Yes.
and was going to the movies. And this young woman said, wait, she wanted to audition for this play.
Mm-hmm.
I said, all right, go ahead. So I went with her and I didn't go to audition. And I was just standing there dressed like I dressed. And the production manager came up to me and says, you look like you can sing. You should audition. I said, nah, I'm not interested. Because I came from a very, very strict church.
Yes.
The woman came back, said, you should audition. You look like you could do this. Nah. She came back one more time. The Holy Ghost said, what's the matter with you? I'm trying to help you here.
Mm-hmm.
I went
Mm-hmm.
and auditioned. I got the part, you know,
Wow.
and that we were singing to packed audiences in Harlem and in Los Angeles, New Orleans, all over America. All the stars were coming to see us. Eddie Murphy, Janet Jackson, Diana Ross. I mean, everybody came to see the show. And we traveled to 10, 20, 30 different countries. 13 years I did that all over the world.
Wow, that is
Yeah,
powerful.
yeah.
Listen, you guys, I need you to share this. Let someone know that the Eagles Talk Show is on live and it is lit. We are talking to none other than Dr. Reverend Richard Hartley. This man has traveled all over the world and he is a powerful, awesome man of God. Listen what I said, man of God. He is a pastor. So we are so grateful. The favor of the Lord is all over you
Yeah,
and
it
has
was,
been over you.
it's just the favor of God. Let me tell you, because you've been a blessing in my life, right?
Yes.
And so I was bestowed this incredible award right here.
Yes.
You have it. And
Yes.
I had no idea that I know Wesley Wiley put us together. And I really had no idea of the enormity of the Eagle Excellence Awards. So I got this award. You know how you did the pre-award
Yes.
reception? I got this award, and I was like, I'm happy because I have never gotten anything like this. I think you're the first to give me something like this.
Wow.
And out of humility, I said, "Will you stay for the concert?" And they said, "Okay, I'm gonna drive by. I'm gonna drive back home." One of your assistants said, "Pastor Hartley, I think you should stay." And I said, "Okay. You tell me to stay, I'm going to stay." I stayed. Then I got this one.
Yes.
I stayed. Then I got this one.
Oh my God. Yes.
Wait, I stayed. And then I got this one. And the lesson to be learned here is for people of God to be humble. She was one of your ushers. I guess she was on your staff. And
Yes.
she saw I was getting ready to leave to drive back to New York. She says, "You should stay." I said, "If you tell me to stay, I'm staying."
Yes.
I had no idea all of these things were coming my way, but just out of obedience, I wasn't like, I'm a pastor, I'm a bishop, I do what I want. No, no, no. The Holy Ghost was using that person because nobody told me I was getting four.
That's right.
I knew I was getting this one.
Yes.
I said, well, this is it. This is my Grammy. I'm ready to go. And I was
Yes.
thrilled. I was thrilled, you know? And so I stayed and I got the rest of them. That's how I got those parts in the Broadway show.
Wow.
He said, "You should do it." I said, "Okay." And if we're humble, God can speak through anybody that He
Yes.
wants us. He doesn't need a prophet with a long name. He just spoke to one of your assistants. She was ushering. And she saw me getting ready. I said, "I'm getting ready to go. I have a long drive." She says, "You should stay." I said, "All right then."
Yes.
So we never know what God wants to do for us
Come on.
if we just can hearken, humble ourselves, and listen to the voice of God. And
Yes.
that's how I got all of the things that I got, just listening to the voice of God.
Listening to the voice of God. That
On
is
television,
powerful.
no music manager. You know, we have agents and all that stuff now,
Yes. Yes.
but we had a big television deal with NBC, no management. And NBC came to us, Oprah, Netflix. I did a face to face with Netflix and Lifetime, just following God and being kind and walking in your destiny. I had no idea that the Eagle Excellence Awards was going to be such a big affair.
My
I
God.
had no. It was like, where did you have that? At the Beacon Theater? It looked like we were at the Beacon. We were in Jersey, I know,
At
but
the
it looked like we
Grand
was at the
Theater.
Beacon Theater. Had all the lights going.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And Vincent Bohannon and Ricky Dillard, my friends. You
Yes.
know what I'm saying? And
Yes.
just sometimes we have to learn to humble ourselves and let God bless us the way He wants to bless us.
That's right.
You
That's
know?
right.
And so it was so these sit proudly on my piano
Wonderful.
and they've been on my show.
Oh, they have?
Yeah.
Oh my God. I didn't know that.
We did some scenes at the piano and it was right at my in the show. And one of your staff people wrote me and said, "Oh my God, you have our awards in the scene." Oh yeah. It was done on purpose.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm excited about that. That
Yeah.
is powerful. That
Because
is so powerful.
absolutely. It was done on purpose. You know? Yeah.
Yes.
I
Yes.
proudly displayed it.
Yes. So, what was your experience like at the Eagle Awards? You got all those awards. So, what was your experience like?
Well, you know, I was sort of like I was sort of in shock. I knew
Right.
I knew so many of the recipients, so many of them, you know, my friends
Yes.
from ministry, but I didn't know it was going to be a lineup. I was getting best international artist, and I was getting best this and best dress, and Wesley and Tyrone were jealous. I said, "Don't be hating on me." And I was just glad to be there. You know
Yes.
what I'm saying? It
Yes.
was really a blessing to me. The place was packed, the spirit was there.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And the
Yes.
music was great. The performance was outstanding. You know, it was a wonderful, really well put together event, and it was spiritual. And just to acknowledge people in ministry is a blessing in and of itself. So I was grateful to be part of that.
Yes, wonderful. Listen, we're talking to Dr. Reverend Richard Hartley. He was one of our honorees for the 2019 Eagle Excellence Awards. I am so proud of him because he has that new reality series. Now, I don't know if you guys been watching it. Tell him when it comes on, Pastor.
Well, our show is called The Rev. It's me.
The Rev.
And it airs every Thursday, 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standing Time. Yeah. And then they're gonna put it on, it's been on repeats and on demand. It's on the app. You can catch it on Bravo, E, USA, Oxygen. It's on all of the networks.
Wonderful, wonderful. So since you have the reality series, how is that making you feel? Because I know that has to be powerful to see yourself, your family on TV.
Well, it's surreal. I know that we filmed it, and we filmed it during the pandemic.
During the pandemic?
Filmed it during the pandemic.
Wow.
We started production in January last year. Then we got shut down like the rest of the world. And then NBC, through a vote of confidence, said we're still doing the show. So they scaled down the crew. They came back. We did social distancing. We filmed it during the pandemic. Our church building is rather large, so we could social distance,
Yes.
But it's like really strange watching your stuff. I go by my living room and I'm on the television,
Yes. Yes.
you know, in between commercials.
Yes.
And you go, it's strange, my church. And I'm like, am I really that crazy? Do I really act like that? And they go,
Wow. Wow.
but we had a great time. They didn't direct us. I work with the network with situations. What's going on in your life? My wife can't cook. Somebody help me. That becomes an episode. What's going on in your life? My daughter has 4 college degrees. She doesn't have a job or a boyfriend. That becomes an episode.
Yes.
What's going on in your life? My son is a great musician. He does concerts 4 o'clock in the morning. He's the only one at the show. So we put these things together. I have a choir at my church that can't sing. Dr. Vaughn. So that's an episode. So they took the situations of my life and they created episodes.
Wonderful, wonderful. I know that has to be like an awesome feeling because when the Eagle Excellence Awards was on the Word Network, I was excited about that. So I
Why
just
shouldn't
can
you be?
imagine how you must feel. It's on there every Thursday and you're seeing yourself. It was just amazing.
Listen, it's on every Thursday. It's in every town and city in America.
Wow. That's
Every household, whoever has a cable package, USA comes with it. And it doesn't just run on USA, it runs on E, Bravo, Oxygen, NBC.
Yes,
So it's
wonderful.
cross promotion.
Yes.
And for God to give me that platform, I said, God, what is this for? He says, I want you to propel the gospel globally, propel it, and use your resources. Because, we might do Dr. Vaughn and the Eagle Excellence Awards present the Rev in concert
Yes.
on the Word Network.
Come on.
Because you can do it like this.
Yes.
You blend your power together to
Together.
promote the kingdom. Did I know when I had those awards, I had the television deal. When I met you, we had the contract. And I didn't get on Facebook, big announcement coming. And it was God's thing.
Yes.
I said, because God can promote himself better than we can. God can exalt you.
That's
And so I had it. And I didn't go around, look what I got.
Yes.
It's God's word.
That's right. And the thing I like about you, Pastor, is that you are so humble. You are so humble through all of this. And I am so grateful that when I reached out to you to interview you, you did not say no. You was like, yes. I'm grateful for that.
Every opportunity to promote the kingdom we're supposed to take. There's no big opportunity. There's no small opportunity.
Yes.
It's opportunity. You understand? And you being humble because you didn't have to. You had enough people there. Jeffrey White and David Gates. I know these people. Pamela Hughes. You had all these famous people there. But in your humility, you listened to Wesley Wiley. He said he's a good candidate because he told me we needed to meet.
Yes.
And we did. And you have to the award show. I have the TV show, and God has put us together
Yes.
just by saying yes. Because
Yes.
you could have said no.
Yes. Wonderful.
You understand?
Yes.
And you did that. You didn't do that because you knew I had a TV show coming, because you didn't know.
Didn't
Because I
know.
didn't tell people,
That's right. That's
you
right.
know, because
Yes.
we don't do things like that. You
That's
know, we
right.
let God do what he does. And so that's why I know that this relationship is organic.
Yes. Yes.
It's
Powerful.
ordained and organic
Yes.
because you did it out of your heart. You realized who I was and you honored me for work. Maybe even work that you didn't see, work you heard about. And you honored me for being in the field, you know?
Yes, absolutely, we did.
Yeah.
And when we were going through your pictures and everything, I told my team, I said, "This man here can dress. Look at these fur coats. Look at that." I was like, "Wow, we were, and where you traveled, Japan.
Look,
From what I hear, you're the Michael Jackson over there in Japan. Is that
I,
so?"
this is my international award right here.
See?
I'm telling you, it's crazy. You go to Japan and you can barely sing because the people are screaming and they love your culture.
Wow.
The audiences are so committed to the music and to the gospel. It's not like here where you have to struggle with your own people, with the church and
Yes.
all of that. You go to Paris and they fall in love with what you do.
What you do, yes.
They don't care about age, they don't care about size, they care about the music and they feel the spirit.
Yes,
Yeah.
wonderful. Um, Again, I want to applaud you and I salute you on today for allowing God to do what He needs to do in your life to get,
Yeah.
to spread the gospel abroad. A
Right.
lot of times I find out that, we stay in a box.
Yeah.
And I can say for sure that you are out of the box when it comes to ministry.
We have to
Talk
be.
about that.
The Bible says, if I be lifted, I draw what? Here's the key word: all men, not just church people, not just black people,
That's
not
right.
just not just Americans,
Yes.
all men, because
Yes.
he's Lord of all. And sometimes we have to put our cultural expectations to the side
Mm-hmm.
and let people worship God the way God accepts them. You can't
Come
go to
on.
Japan and start laying hands on people and casting out the devil. It doesn't work like that. So you have to learn how to meet them where they can understand it.
That's
And God has
right.
given me that gift, and
Yes.
we've
That's
been
right.
overseas, honestly, 200, 300 times. Different
Wow.
countries. We did gospel music in Istanbul, Turkey, Yugoslavia,
Okay.
you know,
Yes.
and it's the will of God for us to go win the world.
Yes.
But we so busy worried about how people dress and
Come
what their
on.
hair look like, and do they wear
Mm-hmm.
pants? Do they wear dresses? Too much makeup?
Yes.
That doesn't matter to God. We're doing that.
That's right.
Doesn't matter.
That's right, Pastor. That is so true.
She's a
Listen.
woman. She can't pastor. Who told you that? Where did you get that?
Right. Right.
You know, she can't be a bishop. Where did you get that from?
That's right.
You're misunderstanding what God meant. And
Yes.
if we go out and show love,
Show
love,
love.
not I'm from this church, I'm from this church, love, and we work together, then we can win the world for Jesus.
That's right. And He wants to make us as one.
Yeah.
As
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Okay. But again, we are so grateful to have you. So my thing is this: it's been a pandemic, and God has just been blessing and moving in your life, even in the pandemic. That's powerful right there. So something good has come out of the pandemic. Talk about it, Pastor.
Well, a friend said to me, how is it that God put the world on pause and press play on you? I said,
Wow.
well, if you just stay in the will of God, we know that all things, we say it, but we don't believe it. We know that all things are working together for the good of them that love
Oh
the Lord
yeah.
and are called
Yes.
according to his purpose. The problem with, I think, Dr. Vaughn, with so much of us in the church is we're not really promoting Jesus.
Mm.
We're promoting,
Talk about
we're promoting ourselves.
it. Mm-hmm.
But if you lift up Jesus, he'll lift you up.
Yes.
I told the church, I said, when you go meet royalty, when you go meet the Queen of England or the King of England, back in the days, you had to bow. You bowed in front of the king. And when you find favor, the king will lift you up. That's how God is.
Mm-hmm.
If we bow before him, give him our talents, our gifts, he will lift us up. He will give us when I get my Grammys and my Emmys, they can be right next to this.
My God.
This won't go in the back. This came from God too.
Yes. Wonderful.
And when people can see God, if you can't see God in everything, you can't see God in anything.
That's it. That's it. That's it, Pastor.
Yeah.
My God. He's dropping some jewels tonight. I mean, you really need to share this, okay? This man of God is dropping some jewels. He has been blessed even in the pandemic.
Yeah.
And I'm so excited that he came on the Eagles talk show on tonight to share with us that even in the pandemic, God's favors can still be on your life.
Yeah.
But it's the mindset of the people. The
Right.
mindset. Talk about that, Pastor.
Well, we know that God is in control.
Yes.
He's in control. He's sovereign. So even a pandemic that, yes, he allowed to happen
Mm-hmm.
does not stop his promise. He would just work his promise through this pandemic. He'll work his promise through pain. Last year, I lost my biological sister in this, my last sibling. I lost another close sister from the church. We've been friends for 45 years.
Wow.
And I lost one of my adjutants from 17 years, or 15 years. He was only 39 years old.
Oh my
I
God.
lost all of them in 1 month. 1 month. But from last January to this January, last January we were grieving. This January, we're televised all over the world. And so if you go through the pain,
Ooh.
you can get the promise.
Go put that.
You can't quit because you're hurting. You can't quit because it looks bad. You watch this, it doesn't always look bad. Sometimes it is bad.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And Jesus was on the cross going, why have you left me?
Yes.
That was Jesus. So
Yes.
sometimes we feel that way, but he still finished his assignment.
Yes.
And so we kept preaching. We was crying. We kept singing with tears. And God moved the clouds and says, I wanted you to go through that because now he's lifted us above the whole world. But the pain keeps you humble.
My God. Awesome. 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 Awesome
It-
jewels from this
Yeah.
awesome man of God. Listen, he has a reality TV show series on USA every Thursday, and it is called The Rev. The Rev, y'all. You need to watch that. I've watched it a few times. I'm going to continue to watch it. We've been in revival for the last couple of weeks. And I have to go back. We taped it so I can go back and look at it. But
Good.
I am so proud of you. I'm so excited for you because if you be happy for others, you don't know what God's going to do for
Yeah.
you.
Absolutely.
Amen. Amen. So
Absolutely.
listen, for somebody out there who has a vision or have a dream, what would you say to those people?
Oh, this is easy. Now, that's an easy question. First of all, if God gave you the vision, that means that you can attain it. He wouldn't let you see a place that you couldn't get to. But what you must do is wherever you are, find yourself serving, whether it's the church, whether it's your community. David was simply serving,
Serving.
taking care of his father's sheep. He didn't plan on fighting Goliath. He didn't plan on becoming the king, but he was taking some cheese to his brothers
That's
who were
right.
fighting. And then he ran into his destiny.
Yes.
And he was already ready for it because he was fighting in the field, but he was serving. And we can serve our way to the top. I preached the message that said a sandwich will save you if you serve it right. Just
Wow.
serve. Just serve. And while your head is down serving, God is on the other side lifting you up.
Jesus. Yes. Yes.
For the humble, Bible says the humble shall be exalted.
Yes.
And if you exalt yourself, I bring you down. So if you just serve your church, serve your community, watch this, serving your family. Yeah.
Serving your family.
Serve and help people as you're doing. I mean, when we did those awards, I was like, well, how many awards did she make? How much money did that cost? Now we got gift bags. What's going on? How much was the food? I pay attention to things like that, about how much effort people put into what they're doing. I said, she planned it because my name is on it. It wasn't like get 50 of them and just give them out to whoever show up. So I said, that took time, that took planning, that took money. That's serving.
Yes.
And when you serve like that, God has no choice but to bless you. You should look for it. He has no choice but to bless you.
I receive it.
He has no, you bless men and women of God. And I want you to know, you're probably aware of it. Some of the people that God led you to bless, he took on to glory. Pamela Hughes has gone to glory. David Gates has gone to glory. But the Lord allowed you to bless them in the earthly realm
Yes.
before he took them to the heavenly realm. So there's got to be a major blessing coming for you.
My God. I receive that.
There's no way. It's in the earth. The seed is in the earth and it has to grow up. So people say, how did you get that TV show? Planting seeds.
Planting seeds. Come on, talk about it, Pastor.
And who are the seed? People. Planting in people. Encouraging people. Helping ministry. And when you plant like that, Dr. Vaughn, it has to come up. Because God is not a liar.
That's right. Amen.
Yeah.
That is so true.
Yeah.
That is so true. He is not a liar.
Yeah.
And you know, people don't take God for what his word says. And I believe that's, and you know, with the faith, I believe that that's why people are not even prospering like they should. Because they really not taking the word for what it says.
They don't believe it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I see that you take the word for what it says.
We can have whatever he said we can have.
Yes.
And we can do whatever he said. You know, you have to be a woman of vision. You have to be a woman of vision to go get a theater. Bring TV people. You have to be a person of vision to fly out to LA and talk to networks. And don't be afraid of what naysayers can say. Well, what are you trying to do? Who's she trying? We're not trying to do anything but be who God called us to be.
My God.
But you got to have faith, because faith, then you got to work at it.
You got to work at it.
Because you could pray, but if you don't do anything, it doesn't work.
Yes. That's
faith without works is
dead.
Dead.
Come on. So true. So true. Absolutely. Listen, we've been conversing, we've been chatting with none other than Dr. Reverend Richard Hartley. Listen, I need you guys to watch his show on every Thursday night. What time again? 10:30, right?
10:30 Eastern Standard Time.
10:30 Eastern.
And they can get it on demand. They can get it on the app. It's everywhere.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he is so funny on there.
And you know, that's what we really are. We act like that all day.
Wow.
Yeah.
All day.
All day.
My God. So
just being ourselves.
Yes. Is there anything else that you would say to the viewers out there? We have some watching. I know they'll watch your show. What are some last words that you would give to the viewers that's out there?
Well, I would tell the viewers to take courage, even in the midst of these challenging times, and they are challenging. Take courage. If God promised you something and you touch and agree with the Holy Spirit and you don't lose faith and you put your hands to it, God will bring forth whatever he promised you, no matter what. Nothing can stop God from doing what he said. The only thing that can stop God is you.
Right.
And, you know, and go for the highest mountain. It doesn't matter where you come from. It doesn't matter what you started from. If you see it and God put it in your spirit, that's what he wants you to strive for.
Yes.
Absolutely. I expect the Eagle Awards to end up at the world famous Apollo Theater and to be on broadcast television. Why not? Can you see it?
I can see it.
He's already lifting some of us in positions to help make those things happen.
Wow. Wow. That's it.
The trust God, because I wouldn't think I would be in this position. This is NBC. That's a huge network. They make things happen.
Yeah.
And we can say Jesus on our show. We do what we want to do. They don't dictate to us. Don't say Jesus. Don't say God. No. Because when God has ordained it, you can walk in liberty.
Come on.
But serve your way to the top.
Yes.
And be glad for other people.
Yes. Yes.
Don't be jealous. That's the quick state of failure.
Come on. That's it.
Yeah.
I pray that you guys have really taken in what this awesome man of God has been speaking. He has spoken into my spirit. I received everything you said.
And it is.
I don't think it's strange that we cross paths.
No.
I don't think it's strange.
So now you get ready, because you have about 4 other awards you have to give me.
We're having September, so I want you to come back. I want you to come back for sure.
You know it.
Yes.
You know,
Okay. All right.
absolutely.
So we love you. Come on, let's give it up for him. We love Pastor Reverend. I'm looking at these. Pastor Reverend Richard Hartley. Um, Waiting for my other guests to come on. So we love you. We appreciate you.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
And I want to say we love you and keep on keeping on. And we're going to be watching the shows.
Thank you
All
so much. I
righty.
appreciate you.
Okay. Take care now.
I see
Listen.
you real soon.
Thank you. Listen, I need you guys to, if you would, I'm waiting for. Can you call? Excuse me, 1 minute. We're waiting for. There she is. She's coming on. Okay. We have our second guest. Oh my God, I'm so excited about her. She is getting ready to come on. Listen, before she comes on, I need you guys to share this. Share this and let somebody know that Thelma from Good Times is going to be on live with us and it's going to be lit. So I need you to share this. I need you to post this. Let somebody know that the Eagles Talk Show is on. We're getting ready to have my second guest on. This awesome, beautiful lady. Let me put her on here. Hey!
Hi.
How are
All
you?
right. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. You can hear me, right?
Yes.
Look at this beautiful woman here,
Thank
ladies and
you.
gentlemen. Listen, we have none other than the legendary, beautiful actress from Good Times, Bernadette Stanis. Oh my God. Look. Y'all have to share this. Come on, share this and tell somebody that Thelma from Good Times is on. But Bernadette Stanis is on with us. Listen, everyone knows her by Thelma. Welcome, sweetheart.
Thank
Welcome.
you. Thank
Look at
you,
she is
Dr.
so
Vaughn.
beautiful.
Thank you.
Listen, I need you to share. Let someone know that Bernadette Stanis is with us. Yes, we've been waiting for this moment. We are so glad that you took the opportunity and
Thank you for
to
having
come
me.
on the Eagles Talk
I'm
Show.
very honored.
Yes, yes. So listen, you guys, share. Let somebody know that she's on. Okay, we're gonna talk to her for a few minutes, and then let me see. We have people saying welcome to you, and they're saying good evening,
Good
lovely
evening.
lady.
Thank you.
Yes, somebody said dynamite. So they're saying hello to you. So we
Hello.
are so excited that you said yes. Okay, I was just reading some of the comments. But listen, tell us a little bit about you. What's going on with you?
Well, I am a writer now, so I've been
Yes.
doing a lot of writing in this pandemic. And, just being at home, it's very interesting, and visiting with my daughters who live in Tennessee and my granddaughter too. So I've just been having a really nice, relaxed time, and I could, catch up on some reading. 'Cause I like to read books, not,
Yes.
real books.
Yes.
So, I've been doing that. I've been doing a little exercise, not much. I have to do better. And of course, you snack all day. So that's the bad part about being home all the time.
Yes.
So there we go.
Wonderful, wonderful. Listen, we welcome you again to the Eagles Talk Show. And listen, I'm can we talk about good time just for a little bit?
I
How
don't
about
mind talking
that?
about good times. That's one of my favorite parts.
Yes, yes. So we know that it was 5 seasons. It was mid 1970s, and it was a groundbreaking, iconic show.
Yes.
And you played an iconic role.
Thank you.
And I remember, look, Good Times was my show too. I was like, and I just knew I was Thelma back in the day, y'all. Come on.
Oh, that's so sweet.
I just knew I was Thelma, right? And I know a lot of ladies out thought they was Thelma too. But anyway, we enjoyed watching Thelma. We enjoyed watching
Thank
Bernadette
you.
Stanis
Thank you.
on Good Times.
Yeah.
Never did I think in a million years that I would be interviewing you. So you just don't
Oh,
never know,
oh,
you
you
know,
never know.
how your paths can cross, you know.
That's right.
So we salute you on today
Thank
for those
you.
5 seasons that you were on Good
Yes.
Times.
It was
Talk
like
about
it
the.
was like being in an institution. It was really weird
Uh
being
huh.
in stuck in there for 5 years, and then when it was over, it was like coming out of a jail. It was like, oh my God, this is the real world. It was really funny.
Yes.
But anyway, it was a fun experience for me.
Mhm.
And I contribute a lot to Esther Roll because, she made sure that I had a lot to say.
Mhm.
In the beginning of the shows, I didn't have much to say. And I went over to her and I said, Mom, I used to call her Mom, I think I could do a little bit more than say, hi, Mom, hi, Dad, shut up, JJ, and then go in the bathroom. So she
Yes.
said, okay, let me handle it. And she did. And she told the producers that she wanted me to go up to the office and explain who Thelma was, and because they had no concept of a girl in the project, a teenager in the projects.
Mhm.
But I knew her because I was that teenager who came out of the projects.
Right, 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 right. Wow, that's amazing. So when you were on Good Times, we all seen you. How exactly was your experience? Because I know it looked like you guys just had so much fun, even through the good times, even through the bad times. But what was your experience really like on Good Times?
Well, I was the rookie on Good Times. I mean, everybody had done professional work before.
Mm-hmm.
Every single one of them, even Ralph Carter, who was younger than I was.
Yes.
And he was on Broadway. So this was my very first professional job. Of course, I studied at Juilliard. I knew my craft, and I guess
Yes.
God said I was ready at that time. And when I stepped on the set with everyone, it was just, oh my God. And I just watched what they did, and I listened to them. And
Mm-hmm.
John Amos was telling me that to observe and to study and to listen because this is being in Hollywood so young. This is a whole nother experience. And he
Mm-hmm.
said he didn't want me to like speak out of turn or speak out about my opinions about things until I learned what this whole thing was about.
Right. Wonderful.
So they
Wonderful.
all helped me.
That was
And,
good.
mhm.
Absolutely. That was great. You never could tell. You never could
Thank
tell that.
you.
That's for
Thank you.
sure.
Thank you.
So talking about history now, we know that for the first time in history, we have a Black American woman as vice president. And I don't know if your fans know, if the viewers know, you were the first time African American teenager on TV.
Yes.
So I thought about that and I said, wow, let me bring that up. Exactly. Let's talk about that. How did that make you feel when you
Well,
heard?
being the very first Black female teenager
Mm-hmm.
ever on television, it was a spot that I didn't even at the time realize, what was really going on in there.
Mm-hmm.
I just went in there and did my part. And
Yes.
then I realized that I became very popular, like
Mm-hmm.
the a lot of guys liked me, they would write me letters, and
Yes.
the girls, whenever I'd go out, the girls would say, um, especially after years later, I really, really got it. And women would say that they learned a lot from me and that I taught them to be positive and outspoken, but to be, nice girls. So I mean, I think, they love me for that, you
Yes.
know.
Yes,
Yeah.
definitely. We loved you. I loved you for that too. And
Thank
I'm
you.
sure our fans out, your fans and my guests, I'm sure that they loved you too.
And
Thelma
I was a
is,
dancer first.
yeah, a dancer. Talk about that. Let's talk
Yes, I
about
had
that.
studied dance ever since I was 5 years old.
Wow.
My grandmother took me to the first dance class because all of her friends, when she would have her parties and stuff, she would call me and say, "Come on, dance," and I would be dancing, and then they called me the dancing gal.
Yes.
So my grandmother decided, well, maybe she is going to be a dancer. So she took me up there, and I took tap dancing and ballet. And she told my mom, she said, I put her in, now you keep her in. And my mother kept me in dance all the way up to,
Wow. Look at that.
teenager.
That's right. I saw you dance on a couple of on a couple of the shows on Good Times. I was like, wow. But at that time, we didn't realize that you were actual
A
dancers.
professional dancer,
Yes, we
yeah.
didn't
I was
realize
just doing the regular dancing. And once I did a dance to Native New Yorker.
that.
They let me do that at a concert, or a Christmas concert. Native New Yorker,
That's
you have to
right.
pull it up. Hmm.
Yes, I have my one of my producers on here, and he said my most loved and hated episode it when Thelma got married.
Oh, I know. You know, it's so interesting. Back in those days, I guess I was the beginning of the new girl who either you go to college, that was the big dilemma. Because
Hmm.
before that, everybody got married,
Yes.
at the age of 20, whatever, they got married, right? So they didn't know whether I was going to get married or I was going to go to college. So I said, well, I guess I could do both.
Right.
So she went to college and she got married. And yeah, now these days they probably wouldn't marry a character so young.
Right.
But
Right.
I enjoyed the TV husband. He was a nice person. They let me pick him out of four people. So
Oh
I picked
wow.
him because he was so talented, I thought. He used to do all the different impressions. He could sing. He was a
Yes.
nice guy, kind of
Yes.
nice.
Yes.
Oh, the
Wow.
others were great too. They were
Yes.
wonderful guys too. I can't take anything from any of them.
Mhm. Mhm.
And my
Wow.
first boyfriend, well, before I got married on the show, but my first boyfriend on the show, do you remember who that was? He wasn't really my boyfriend, but he was leading that way.
What was it? I don't remember. Does anybody remember? I need somebody to put that up. Do you remember who her first boyfriend was? Can
Oh, the
someone
first
put that
guy that
up?
I was kind of interested in on the show.
I'm trying to remember. Do you know who that was?
Want me to tell you?
Yes.
It was Philip Michael Thomas.
Was it?
Yes, you have to go back. Remember Sex in the Ghetto?
Yes. Yes.
Well, it was Philip Michael Thomas.
Wow. Did you guys know that out there? I didn't know that.
Yeah, and I said, is he going to be my boyfriend? And everything. And then they hadn't decided, so they wanted more of a person that was more like James. So I dated a few guys on the show. Remember Larry
I
and
remember Larry. Yes.
another one, and
Yes.
they couldn't find the right one.
Wow, that is something else. Good times. Listen, we're talking to Bernadette. Bernadette. Am I saying your name right?
My name is plain old Bernadette.
Bernadette Stanis.
Bernadette.
Yes.
My mom saw the song of Bernadette when she was 14, and she said, when I have a daughter, I'm going to name her Bernadette. So I am the one who messed up the name with
Oh.
the capital N in the middle, talking
Yes.
about Bernadette, trying to be fancy. But let me tell you something. In the 70s, everybody was capitalizing their letter in the name in the middle of the name.
Name. Right. Right. And that's
Now
what
it's
you
like
did.
I ended up with the name Bern
Wow.
because they
Wow.
separated it.
Yes.
A
Yes.
lot of people do, but it's Bernadette.
Wonderful. Here's my producer again. He's saying this is a great interview. He's
I'll
giving
tell
us
them thank
props
you
here.
because you're a great
Yeah.
interviewer.
Thank you. Thank you. So listen, what I want to ask you is how did good times have an impact on your life for today?
My life.
Yeah, your life as of today.
Well, I have never been an adult good, t- without Thelma.
Mm-hmm.
So all of my adult life, I had Thelma with me.
Yes, yes.
So it really did impact my life because
Mm-hmm.
by the time I started, being recognized as Thelma, and I had to start really dating, I always wondered, whether they liked me for Thelma or
Come
me.
on. I understand. Yes, come on.
So I just figured that I'll just incorporate Thelma into Bernadette and like whoever you want.
That was my next question.
I don't care who
That
you
was
like.
so
It's
funny.
me.
Right, right. So, do you think that You making me laugh right there. Because that is so true. I feel like that sometimes. Because I have the talk show and I'm like, does the men want me for Maria Vaughn or do they want me for Dr. Vaughn? Do they want me for the one that's the head of the Eagles? You
They
don't know
want you for
sometimes.
all of that.
All of
I
so
just decided that all of it encompasses is who you are.
who you
So
are.
when they come to you, they want all of it.
Yeah, so give them all of it, huh?
Yeah,
All right now, y'all hear that out there? She tell me give them all, give
they
it.
give it all. Don't give them one little part. Get the whole thing.
I know.
The good with the
Something
bad.
like that. Yes, the good with the bad. That's right. I don't know if they can handle all that sometimes. How
And
about
I
that?
know it's a lot.
But listen, so what is your similarities between Bernadette Stanis and Thelma? What's the
Well, Thelma was always a giver. She was always trying to balance things and make things work. A basic nice person, but no fool. And she always wanted better for herself and her family, and that's kind of how I am.
Mm-hmm.
I always want to see the most optimistic point of view rather than the pessimistic point of view.
Yes,
And
yes.
being that I had to rear up two daughters and now a granddaughter,
Mm-hmm.
they look at me a lot, and I tell them things about life. And it's never always peachy and creamy, but
That's right.
if you have faith in yourself
Mm-hmm.
and you believe in what God has given you, that it's perfect for you, and don't put yourself down in any way. You may not have the talent that someone else has, or you may be less intelligent than them, but everybody has exactly what God wanted you to have. So
That's right.
honor that, be happy with it, and make the
Yes.
most of it.
Yes, absolutely. Listen, we're talking to Bernadette Stanis. My God, from Good Time. She just gave me a nugget, y'all, and I'm gonna take that nugget. But this is an awesome,
Oh,
awesome.
good. Okay.
This is an awesome woman here, and she has such a sweet spirit. I'm telling you, such a sweet
Thank you.
spirit you have. And I'm so glad to be able to interview you on today. So I want to, we're gonna come back there, but I want to talk about not only are you an actress, okay, you are an author, you are a painter, and you told us earlier you were a dancer. So I want to talk a little bit about your books. You
Okay.
have 4 books out. I did my little research on it. I spoke to you. So you have 4 books out. Tell the viewers about your books.
Well, I'm working on the fourth one, but the first book I have is called Situations 101,
Mm-hmm.
Relationships, the Good, the Bad, and the Ugly.
Yes.
And I derived that book because I did a lot of stage plays and I traveled across the country for
Mm-hmm.
many years. And I picked up a lot of friends. Most of my friends are people across the country.
Mm-hmm.
Um, uh, and so they would always call me and ask me about certain things, about their relationships, because I didn't know anybody that they dealt with because I'm in another state you know.
Mm-hmm.
So
Right.
they would tell me honestly some things, and I would honestly tell them my opinions about it. So this went on for a few years, and I started hearing the same questions over and over. So I said, maybe if I wrote a book of the questions that people or the situations that they're in, and then I wrote a response to it, it might help people. And actually, I got a lot of good responses because people said that it did help them a lot my
Wonderful.
point of view, because
Yes.
I'm not a doctor or a therapist
Mm-hmm.
yet. I want to do the therapy thing, but I'm a logical like sister girl,
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes.
girlfriend. And I like to tell people um exactly the way I feel, whether the man is wrong or whether the woman is wrong. I'm kind of straight down the middle. I'm
Yes.
not gonna say it's the woman is she's all great and the man isn't. I'm not that type of a person. I want it to be right down the middle because I feel that to tell the truth, they can learn from that.
Yes.
And
Absolutely.
they may not like to hear it, but I do
Of
tell it.
course. Of
Now,
course.
after that, I wrote one called Situations 101 Finances
Mm-hmm.
because I realized that in relationships, when I was doing the tours with the book, I realized that relationships have a lot to do with money, has a
Okay.
lot to do with your finances, and not just money, but the mindset of money,
Oh yes.
how you think about your money.
Mm-hmm.
When you come together with a partner, um, what's important? If you have a person that likes to spend a lot and another person likes to save a lot, that's going to eventually cause a conflict.
Oh yes,
I would say
definitely.
that you have to hash all of your relationships with your money
Mm-hmm.
out before you combine your money with a mate.
Wonderful. Good advice.
Oh, thank you. And then after that, during that time, my mom got Alzheimer's,
Yes.
and so I took her in with me, and I had her on all my tours with me. I dress her up. We go out, and she'd sit over here to my right, and we do my book signing. And then I said to her one day, I said, "Mom, wouldn't it be nice if you had a book too?" Because everybody used to ask her questions about how does it feel to have a daughter? How did you get her there and all that? And I
Mm-hmm.
said, we're going to put all that in the book. But let me tell you something. The moment I seem to have said that, Alzheimer's started coming in a little bit faster and faster. And I didn't have time to even think about writing a sentence. So we never wrote the book when mommy was alive.
Right. Right.
But the moment she was dying, I was there with her. And at the end of the whole thing, I said, Mommy, it's not over yet. And that night, I started to write that book for her.
Mm-hmm.
And the book came out, and it's
Mm-hmm.
called The Last Night,
The last night. Yes.
A Caregiver's Journey Through Transition
Yes.
and Beyond. And
Yes.
I've gotten so many requests for that book
Yes.
because I talk about the real feelings that you go through watching a parent disintegrate basically in front of your eyes,
Oh yeah.
a person that you grew up with who was your backbone and your mother, now you're her mother.
Yes. Yes.
And I had to deal with that, and and I was sandwiched between some children, a book tour, taking care of mommy, and I'm married. So, it was a lot at one time. And I talk about that and how to deal with that and how we must take care of ourselves as caregivers.
Yes.
Because if we don't,
Come
we can
on.
forget about ourselves. And
Oh
that's what I
yes.
did. I kept
Oh yes.
saying, oh, I'm not going to go to the gym because mommy didn't want me to leave her. So she said,
Yes.
why are you leaving? I said, okay, I'll stay. I'll stay. So eventually I stopped going to the gym. She would eat a meal to get that she ate. I would eat 2 meals with her, 3 meals.
Mm-hmm.
So in a way, it was really funny because I started gaining weight. She was losing, I was gaining.
Gaining.
So
Yes.
I would go to the store and buy clothes, and I'd look in the mirror and I say, "No way! I don't tell me I'm fitting in that size." I said, these people need to stop buying these European sizes because I know I'm not that big. But it all says, sometimes you get so wrapped up in caregiving you don't even notice.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And did you have a one for men only or something? Is that one too?
Yes, now for men only is a poetry book.
Okay. Okay.
And you know why I wrote it? I wrote lovely poems for men, and women can buy the book and read it to them. Men love that too.
Yes.
And I
Yes.
did it for them. And it's not a very big book. It's a little book, and it has beautiful poetry in it and a little love letter to them from me because men are they're sweet, they're nice. I love men, and I wanted to share, and they're my fans too. So I didn't want to leave them out.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I guess that's where I got the fourth one from. Yeah. And so you have another book coming out as well?
Well, I have a novel that I want to work on, and that's going to come out. I would say I would give me about another 6 months or a year to get that all in there because I'm writing something else in the meantime.
Uh-huh.
But because of the way everything is now,
Yeah.
and there's so many different stations that you could write things that fit in so many different genres.
That's right.
So I'm excited about that as a writer.
Wonderful. Well, I encourage you to write the next book. I encourage you to write the
Thank
next
you.
book. Where can your viewers and and the fans get your book?
They can get it. They can go to my website, which is a new website that I had built. Um, yes, one of my dearest little girlfriends, she said, I'm gonna do a new website for you. And it's called thelmaofgoodtimes.com. And if
Okay.
you go there, everything you need is there.
Okay, yes. I went there, definitely. So listen, you guys, go to her website and purchase her books. She has some awesome books out. Shelton Smith said the books by Arthur Bernadette Stanis are phenomenal. Get your
Thank
book.
you. And
Get
I'm
your book.
also going to get a YouTube. I'm building that for about a next month. I'll have that.
Wonderful.
And I would like everybody to join me there because it's something new that I want to try.
Wonderful.
And I'm going to talk about some wonderful things on Good Times. I'm going to, two of my friends, they want to cook a burger. So I got stuck with the dynamite burger. We
Okay.
got to make that one night. And they're going to make the buffalo butt burger.
Okay.
And the other one is gonna make, I guess, the good times burger. I don't know, but anyway, we're gonna do that. It's gonna be fun. And then I want to talk, about relationships with my daughters, and then I'll have one little segment of talking grandmother to granddaughter.
Wonderful.
So that should be fun.
Wonderful. Listen, we're talking to none other than Bernadette Stanis from Good Times, you guys. Listen, share this. People will be looking at this later if they're not on now. But share this and tell someone that the Eagles Talk Show is on and we are interviewing none other than Thelma from Good Times. I have to say Thelma from
And
Good
join my
Times.
Instagram. My
Instagram
Instagram
page.
is
Yes.
Thelma of Good Times,
Okay.
and follow me because I do want more followers and fans.
Yes, yes. So let's follow her. Okay, we put up her website. So let's follow her. Let's see what she's doing, what she's going to be doing. And also, I wanted to say to you is that I see that you do women empowerment conferences and you go to different churches. Originally,
Absolutely.
yes, originally before I wanted to interview you, I wanted to bring you in to New Jersey and have you, talk to the women and have a women's empowerment.
I
I
would love
still would
that.
like to do that
I
because
would love
I
that.
believe that you would be a great asset. You've been through so much. You've been through so much in your life, and I know that you will be able to help. Some of the women that's out here. So
Yes.
one question was, what advice can you give to the ladies that are on tonight?
Well, what I've learned about, the road throughout my 20s, 30s, 40s, I learned that, each decade presents something new. But if you always take a moment for yourself, if you take like 15 to 20 minutes every morning and just devote that to yourself and to the quiet and to the center of your life, meaning being grateful for the things that we do have, thank God for them. Because, as we know, they can go in a blink of an eye.
Oh yes.
So you just say, thank you, God,
Come
for
on.
gracing me and giving me
Yes.
grace. And
Yes.
then I say my little prayer, and then I ask God to protect me in every situation that I may get in throughout the day and cover my children. And
Yes.
so if you do that, you get up with like a renewed spirit.
Oh yes. Come on, talk about it.
You get up with a renewed spirit. And I always pray for inspiration. And I always pray for God to show me things to do and what I must do. And sometimes I get more inspiration than others, but I know that He's working on something for me. And when I get that inspiration, it is my obligation to do it.
Yes. Yes. Absolutely. Totally. What you just said was powerful. And listen, ladies, did you hear what she was saying? Let's take what she was saying to heart because that meant so much, and I felt the realness of that coming through the screen. And I would like to just say to you is that God has been so good to you.
Thank you. Thank
He
you.
has restored some things, you know. I
Yeah.
don't really know, but I'm just saying what I hear, that
Yeah.
restoration has come to you. And
Thank
I'm
you.
so grateful. You know, you don't even look like what you've been through.
Thank you. But
Yeah.
that was one of his promises.
Yes. Yes.
That was one of his promises
Yes.
because he'll take the burden from you and he'll restore you back to your strength
Ah, my
and your
God.
happiness and the things that you want for yourself. Visualize yourself. I don't care what age you are.
Mm-hmm.
If you have a dream, you
Come
can
on.
still do that dream.
Mm.
You can still do that dream. And
Yes.
don't give up on yourself because society says, oh, well, now we're in our 60s, so you know we don't do that.
Yes.
Oh, no, 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 no.
Yes.
This is a
Yes.
new day.
It's a new day.
And baby, we can live till we're in our 90s, even hundreds. So you got a long way to go, and a whole new world can open up to you because the world is changing.
Yes, yes. Come on, we are talking to Bernadette Stanis. What powerful jewels she's just dropped.
Thank
And
you.
I'm so excited. She is such a beautiful person. I can sense, I can really sense that um, mm, I can really sense that the favor of the Lord is on your life.
Thank you.
He's on your life.
Thank
And
you.
it's nothing
And
you
I
can
want to
do.
say this to younger women. I want
Mm-hmm.
to say this to younger women.
Yes.
Don't get discouraged because, you know, when we're in our 30s and in our 40s, life may not turn out like you planned it,
Mm-hmm.
but sometimes it's for the better. And don't think you're a failure.
Right.
Just ask God, you put me on this earth, you put me here, and I'm in this situation. Show me what to do. And He may show you the mistakes that you made. He may say, you don't do that again. And you know what? He's going to favor you. And if you're sincere, He's going to show you a better day. So don't get discouraged when you're young women because young women can get discouraged.
Yes, they can. Yes, they can.
So don't.
Don't be discouraged. Absolutely, Bernadette. It's so much going on in the world today
Yes.
that people are getting discouraged.
Yes.
They're falling by the wayside. They're giving up. I have Eagles Excellence Awards that I give out to the pastors, and I honor pastors, and so many pastors want to give up. Not just pastors, people in general. They're just
Well,
throwing in the
pastors
towel.
have a lot on them.
Yes, they do.
They
Yes,
have a
they do.
lot on them because they have to be there for all their members, and their members are falling
That's right.
apart and don't know what to do.
Yes.
They- They're, they're, they're scared, you know. So they
Mm-hmm.
have to hold them up, and this is when you hold on to God the most
Yes.
because I know that we're all in a situation so that we can reset, you
Mm-hmm.
know, reset. And
Reset.
what that means is you got to talk to yourself. You're going to be alone with yourself. You have to figure out what am I about? What am I doing? Reset so that you know that God got you. Center yourself. Some of the things that we were doing, maybe we wanted to get out of it and didn't know how to get out of it. Well, we got the assistance of COVID to help us get out of it.
Right. That's right.
So COVID is bad,
Oh yeah.
but look at the good side of
Good.
why things happen also.
Absolutely. We were talking earlier about there are good things that have come out of the pandemic.
Yes, it has.
It's our mindset
It's your
that we have
mindset.
to deal with. But
It's your
things,
mindset. And we're
yes,
all going through this. I
yes,
had to talk to my daughters about that. One
yes,
is in her 30s and one is in her 20s. And I said to both of them, I said, do not fall apart. One has a daughter and she had to stay home because the daughter couldn't go to school. I said, you don't fall apart about things like this. You get quiet, you get smaller, you get rid of the junk that you didn't need, and you and your baby sit together and
yes,
you learn your child and
yes.
you talk to your child. And all your child needs home is mommy.
That's right.
Home is mommy.
That's right.
So she'll feel at home with mommy
That's right.
or daddy.
Absolutely. Yes.
So
Yes.
you take that moment and you spend time with them, learn their personality, talk to your children, and tell them that we have to do our homework by ourselves now because you're not in school and I want you to be smart. So we're going to do a little bit of this, we're going to do a little bit of that, then we're going to do a little bit of this. You almost have to retrain them in a little ritual. And then I always say to my daughter, because my granddaughter used to stay up till about 11 o'clock, I said, in order for you to keep your sanity, darling, your children must go to bed at 8:30.
Yes, that's right. That's right.
Mommy, really? She won't do it. Yes, she will.
Mm-hmm.
And as soon as I lay that child down, she's sleeping.
Yes, that's right.
See, children need a little bit more sleep. So if you put them to bed at 8:30, then you have at least some grown-up time. And you can think and you can do whatever you do.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, it's not going to work.
It's not gonna work.
You're
That's
going to
right.
get burnt out.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. Listen, I'm telling you right now, um, Miss Stanis has really, Mrs. has really been dropping some jewels to us. This is powerful that she decided to come on the Eagles Talk Show and talk to us. Somebody wants to know how can they obtain a Bernadette original painting?
How?
Yeah. Do you have
Well, they
some
would have to get a
information?
picture of me, I'm sure. And then they can paint it. And they
Okay.
and
Paint
then
it.
the address is always there on my Instagram if you wanted to send it to me.
Okay. Okay.
Hmm.
I think they want to get one from you. Do you
Oh,
have
they want to
one?
get one from me? Okay.
Yes.
You go to my website
Okay.
and you there's an email there. You email me and I'll tell you the steps to take.
Okay. Okay.
Okay?
All right. They were asking, just asking that. Listen, I need you to follow her. I'm going to put up her information on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter she has. So you can follow her if you don't mind following her and checking her out. We have really enjoyed talking to you. People have been asking some questions, but I don't want to hold you up any
You
longer.
can hold me up a few more minutes.
Oh, okay. So I have a few questions, and they said, how was it working with Janet Jackson?
Well, working with Janet Jackson was a dream. To be honest with you, it was amazing to see the discipline that that little girl had. The funny part about it is that the wardrobe lady used to tell us when we would do the show that when she would go in her room, everything was put so nice and neatly. Her two little pair of little shoes was nice and neat. Her little
Mm-hmm.
socks were put on top. Her little earrings were placed nice, and her clothes were hung up. That to me lets me know what a disciplined little girl that was, because I wasn't quite a little girl and my clothes was everywhere.
Yes.
They had to find the earring. And I kept the earrings on top. But she was wonderful. I knew her brothers very well. We became like a little family. I
Wow.
eventually took my mommy over to her mom's house, Miss Jackson, and we would always go over there and play Uno with her.
Oh,
Yeah, my mom liked to play and Miss Jackson liked to play. So we
wonderful.
always visited. We had a wonderful time. They
Wonderful.
are truly beautiful people.
Wow. Wow. That's awesome. Just like you are. I'm telling you.
Thank
Just
you.
like you are. I'm telling you. But that is powerful. Do you still talk to I know you probably do. JJ and Michael?
I certainly do.
Yes.
Every birthday, my brothers call me.
Wonderful.
Every birthday, but they call me throughout the year too.
Yes.
But you know what? I have had the best relationships with the people on Good Times. Esther was like my Hollywood mom.
Uh-huh.
John was like the dad. He didn't stay there long, but I loved John and I respected him,
Yes.
and he was really a good father figure.
Mm-hmm.
And JJ, I got along with him. We're very close.
Good.
We
Good.
are.
Yes.
And I think we're really like brother and sister. And Michael, he is like, he always protected me. Why? I don't know. But he was always my little protector.
Yes.
It still is.
Wonderful. wonderful. That is great to still have a relationship
Yeah.
because some of the shows people they scatter and they don't have that
Right.
relationship. So that is
Right.
that is awesome that you still have a relationship
And with
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 them.
all of
That
them. I mean, I had one with Janae Dubois
yes,
just before
that
she
was
left last year. Um, we we got very close, and I'm close with her daughter. I talk to her
wonderful.
daughter a lot about it, about her.
Mhm.
And when I speak to her, what I'd like is when I speak to Ronnie, who is her oldest daughter,
Mhm.
she sounds just like Janae.
Wow.
So when I speak to her, I hear Janae.
Yes, yes. Wow, that's powerful. Do you think that Good Times will have a reunion?
Well, we tried that,
Mhm.
and it didn't come off very well. But people are saying to me, then why don't Thelma have her own show?
Yes, why not?
Because she was married to Keith, and she
Yes.
did have grown kids. I was pregnant when the last show, so I could show the baby that was born from that.
Wow, yes.
So I'm thinking about it.
You need listen, just don't think about it.
I'm
Just
gonna write it. No, I've been writing. I've been writing.
yeah.
I think I might do that because the fans do want to see the extension. They want to see at least if what happened to Keith and Thelma.
Exactly. Yeah, because the last I don't remember the baby, but I remember the last with Keith. I remember that part and I don't remember anything else. So
Oh yeah, she was pregnant.
okay.
The
She was
last show.
pregnant. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, we need to continue that. I'm
Okay, we
thinking we
might
need
do
to
that. I'm gonna write it up anyway,
yes, that
and
would
I'll
be
let you hear
wonderful.
about it.
Yeah, you let me hear. I'll be right there. I'll be right there to support you. But this is
Okay.
powerful. Shelton Smith said, Dr. Vaughn, this is awesome. Sister to sister empowerment. I received that because that's what I wanted to do in the beginning have a women's empowerment with her.
And you can
Sister to
still have
sister
that.
empowerment.
You can
Yes.
still
So
have that.
we're still doing it. And when this clears up, I do want you to come to New Jersey.
Okay,
I
because
want
I'm
you
from
to come.
Brooklyn,
Oh, okay. Great.
Brownsville.
Wonderful. Yeah, we're gonna do this. But I
Okay.
want to see that show. I want that show to be extended. I think that would
Okay,
be
I will do
awesome.
that. It'll be
I'm
fun to write it.
encouraging you. I'm encouraging you to do it.
Thank
But
you.
let me see if there's anything we covered the book. Again, purchase her books, you guys. The one with the Alzheimer's, I'm gonna get that book. I was gonna get it, but ran out of time. But I'm gonna get that book because I too, my family, we're going back into the bloodline. My mother's mother had Alzheimer's, and my mother's mother's mother had Alzheimer's.
Yes.
So I understand what you were saying. I watched my grandmother not even know who I was,
But
and
you
it
know
was
what I
very
want to tell
painful.
you? My mom also had it. And you know, it does not have to happen to you or me.
Mm-hmm.
There are things that they did that we probably eat better. We
Yes.
probably do more activities.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe my mother went into Alzheimer's from a shock that happened to her when she was 59 years old. My father was
Wow.
murdered.
Whoa, my God. Yes.
And
That could
that
trigger it.
was the shock of her life.
Yes.
And at the age of 63, I noticed some Parkinson things was going on.
Uh huh.
The moment she hit 70, she was full on into Alzheimer's because
Wow.
she couldn't handle it. It was
Yes.
too much of a shock.
Yes. Yes.
And I think it threw her brain off. So
Yes.
I think that sometimes when you look at Alzheimer's people, maybe something in their lives shocked them, hurt them so deeply that they couldn't get over it.
They couldn't get over it, and that could trigger it. I agree. That I believe that. I believe that. Yes, definitely. So I can relate to that, and I definitely want to purchase that book. How much are your books?
The books are 20, but
Mm-hmm.
you have to give me for the mailing. So you say 25, the whole thing, 25.
Okay.
Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to autograph it for you.
Okay. Okay.
I
Listen.
autograph every book
Wonderful. So listen, guys, buy her book, okay? Will you go and buy her book? Whoever is going to be watching this, I
because
need
I
you
have
to.
a foundation called
Okay.
Remembering the Good Times and
Mm-hmm.
Alzheimer's Foundation. and everything goes to that so that I can continue the work of teaching and having people talk to me about good times. I mean about Alzheimer's,
Yes.
explaining things to them,
Yes.
and so that's part of what the whole foundation does.
Absolutely. Okay, you hear that. It's for a cause. I need you to go to her website and purchase her books, okay? Also, you can cash at me, and we can get it to her as well. That's dollar sign Eagles. What is it? Awards. Dollar sign Eagles Awards, okay? You can cash at me as well, and we will bless this
And
awesome.
tell them to write their names down with the names they want on the book.
The name that you want on the book, she said, okay? So I need you to go purchase her books, all righty? One more question and we're done. Are you working on any new projects?
Yes, I am. I have a project that will be going to the film festival. It's a short, and it's called Dreams from the Edge
Dreams from
by
the Edge.
Erica Mano. She wrote this. She wrote this part for me, and it's a great part. I'm an actress who's over the hill,
Yes.
and my daughter is an actress. But because my mother didn't support me, I don't support her.
Wow.
But at the
Wow.
end, she comes back and she says, Mommy, you're good. And she helps me to get back. So it's a
Wonderful.
very interesting part.
Oh, great. Wonderful. Listen, it has been a pleasure talking with you. That sister to sister empowerment just really did something to my spirit, Shelton. And I want to thank you for joining us on today. Such a beautiful woman. And we're going to continue to keep you up in our prayers as well. And that you keep
Okay.
on doing what you're doing and just do what you got to do.
Thank
Just
you.
continue to do it. You still
Thank
have,
you.
look, I always say, you know what? God has a plan for us.
Yes.
He has a
Yes.
plan.
We're
He has a
here and he has a
plan.
plan for us.
Yes.
And we have to do it. We just
We
have
have
to
to just do
do
it.
what he wants us to do.
Yes, yes. So we can reach our destiny and be a blessing to others out there. And so far, you have been a blessing. And
Thank
keep
you.
on being a blessing to people.
Thank you.
Okay? We
Thank
love you so much. Listen, I need you to put your hands up out there, hearts, whatever, and let's salute this woman right here, Bernadette Stanis, for making a difference in people's lives and the women's lives as well, and just making a difference. Period. You've made a difference.
thank
So
you.
we love you. And we'll
I
be
love you
talking
too.
soon, okay?
All
And so
right.
come on, you guys. Let's thank God for her for tonight. She took her time out to be with us. She's been on longer than what she said, so I appreciate you. I appreciate your management. And listen, go buy her books. Go on her website, okay? And
Thank
let
you,
her
Dr.
know that you
Ron.
was on the Eagles Talk Show. All righty, Deborah Davis. Hopefully you can talk to her. Okay, I'm gonna hook you up. I have a lady, Deborah Davis, where she interviews people who have books. So I told her
Okay.
about you. So she's on, and also my producer is on. Jay, he did all my videos. He did the if you saw, I don't know if you saw some of the flyers and everything.
I
He did
did.
all
They're
that.
beautiful. Jay, you
Yes,
did a wonderful
he
job.
did an awesome job. So I'm telling, if you need
Yes, you
someone, he's
did.
powerful, a great turnaround. I mean, he did it like that for me. I was all
Wow.
excited when
Isn't
he
it
did.
great to have a person that can do that for you?
Yes, it's great. So if you need someone, you get in touch with me. I mean, he
All
was
right.
powerful. And the way he put that with the video had you kicking up your leg. I said, that's the one right there. I
There we
said,
go.
that's
Thank you.
them. So we promoted it very well.
Yes,
So
you
I
did.
know that people are going to be watching, and I believe they're going to be purchasing your book as well.
Okay, honey.
Okay, so we
I
love you.
appreciate
Oh,
everyone.
yeah. So we love you, and you take care. Okay.
Okay,
All
honey.
right. Bye bye
Thank
now.
you.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Listen, you have just been talking. We tuning in, talking to none other than Bernadette Stanis. I mean, what a beautiful woman she is. And we will be seeing more of her. Listen, I want to thank each and every one that joined the Eagles Talk Show on today. And listen, if you missed it, I'm sure you will join in. You will join in on the Eagles Talk Show, and you will be listening to her. And we're going to do some more great things. Okay, my sister said that she was commenting on. So we want to thank everybody who was on tonight, and I appreciate you. Tell someone again. You can just share this. I want to thank God for, let me see, Shelton Smith. Thank you for being on tonight. Tanya Davis, thank you for being on. JT, the best one in town. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you for helping me out. I appreciate you. Who else is on here? Deborah Davis, Amon Lewis. Who else? Let me see who else. Who am I missing here? Eagle Excellent, my sister. Thank you, Sophia, for being on with us. Yes, Dr. Laura Anderson. Bev, my sister-in-law. How are you, sweetheart? Larice, thank you all for joining us. And I'm getting ready to get out of here. I got to get to a revival, y'all. So I love you all. And stay tuned for the next Eagles Talk Show. Have a blessed evening.